Hello boys and girls, and welcome back to another video, because it is me, Mr. Therm, and today's video we're going to start off by doing a bit of an overview, a little bit of a catch up, and I'll give you guys a little bit more of a detail on kind of what's going on with the whole world, and in particular with the Lego inspired city that we are doing right now. So that is the world of the first 50 parts of this Minecraft video series. I'll show you guys that a little bit later on. Stick around. First, let's review everything that is happening here. So we started off with the road we built up, and we started off with the town hall. So this is the Lego modular town hall. The modular series was the inspiration for this whole area. There's going to be a lot of modulars, and then later on we'll do some other unique buildings as well. So we've got the modular here, we have the firehouse here, and the emporium. So this is kind of the shopping mall. And then right across the emporium we have the garage. This is the corner garage, and I thought, yep, it kind of works pretty well there. And then over on this side, where we kind of started off early in the series, we have the brick bank. We have, this one was detective's office. Yes, this was detective's office. Detective's office, and then we have, actually, why do I have multiple? What did I do here? That's brick bank. Okay, so this was, so these two are one set, and then these two are one set, and this was the detective office with the barber shop. And then opposite of, we've got this is the assembly square. So this was one of the bigger sets that they released. And then we have the boutique hotel, the corner one. I thought this one was going to be a tricky one to build, but I think I have pulled it off relatively well. Off angle building as well, because that's how the set is. And then behind it, as we covered the garage, this was the new jazz club, and I think the jazz club kind of came up looking pretty good as well. I think the colors definitely make a pretty good difference to the whole vibe as well, even though that emporium. All right, hold up guys, I realize how bad I messed up this word. There is no N in that. It is emporium. Emporium. So I'm going to edit out this part because I keep saying with an N. Yep, here we go. So back here, jazz club. Did a little car park here. Kind of space. I didn't feel like it needed a building in this corner. And then we have the museum. So this is the museum recently, and then the daily. Because Boogle did not fit on the other side. You would have seen in last week's video, I tried to do Boogle, it didn't work very well. I think daily works pretty good. I might even write something. If you have a word that can fit in this area that works with daily, daily what? Have you got a word? Drop it down in the comments and I'll see about adding it right there. And then right next to the daily, I added the bookstore. I did kind of stuff up the bookstore a bit. I think it's a little bit bigger than what it should have been. I think the top should have been, these two should not be there. I'm just gonna hide all that so you guys can see the full video. So those two blocks, I don't think I needed. Maybe in the future I chop it down. We'll see how I go. I mean, even the second floor maybe could have done with one shorter block, but it is what it is. So I'll just have to deal with it. So we'll see how we go. And that is the side building of the bookstore as well. In this corner, I decided to add a park just to kind of make it look pretty good. I'm gonna add some bigger trees. I'll fill out some of the foliage here as well. So I kind of wanted the city to finish before the cave because I didn't want to cover all that up, and then we'll make the city go back into that area there. But this is the Lego inspired city. Let me know what you guys think. There's still a lot to add. So what I am thinking, so there's going to be another park in this corner, and then I've left the back a little bit open. Maybe I'll fill this body up with some water as well. Make a little bit of water thing there. Now I do have a big open water here, so maybe the fishing door comes back around here. So it is a little bit far off, but I was building the road here. So I'm thinking of, so we're gonna do a corner building here, possibly the Tudor corner. And then this road, I do want to drop down to kind of the sea level a bit. And then maybe some housing in this area. Simpsons house, Home Alone house. I'm sure we can find some other Lego inspired buildings that we can add. Now that I thought about kind of that road going down to there, that means that this tower should finish up about here. So I think what I'm gonna do is keep lowering this wall a bit, keep cornering it a little bit. So to try and come up to about, I think here. I think there might be a good block. I'm just gonna put this block here. So this might be a good area to get that Destiny Tower curving and finishing up here. And then we just build right ahead and then try and replicate the same for the back. pause here for a second because I have come to a bit of a realization. Now, before we get on to this end clip, I kind of did mass areas where I wanted to replace and build some new stuff with the fill command, right? And then I would have to manually go through and touch up all that area. None of you in the comments let me know that the fill command had extra parameters that you can use to make things a little bit easier, like replace. So what you can do is do fill, like, so get your coordinates right, and you first type in what material you want to use or what block you want to use to fill, and then you can say replace and then other block, and then that way it will replace X with the second one. So filling bodies of water, it used to be so difficult because I used to just fill a square because that's what you could do, or else it will replace it. But if you did water replace air, you would fill a nice body of water, a nice body of air with water. So yeah, I've learned that after 5,000 hours of Minecraft.